Another day back from the office and I was craving some Japanese, so let me show you how to make this easy Japanese curry katsu. Alright, the first important ingredient you're going to need is some Japanese curry cubes. I'm going to be using this Vermont brand I found at my local grocery store. For the vegetables, chop up some green onions into nice thin discs, nothing crazy. Then grab a normal sized carrot, scrape the skin off, and cut them into nice small chunks. Don't cut them too small because you don't want mushy carrots in your curry. Then grab a medium-sized onion, in my case I'm going to use white onions, and cut them into nice long thin slices. Try to keep them even because you want them to brown evenly when you cook them. Next, we can't forget about garlic, my favorite. Grab about 4 to 5 cloves and cut them into small thin discs. And lastly, an ingredient that might surprise you guys, but an apple. Shave the skin of the apple and cut these guys into small cubes. The apple will give the curry a nice sweet taste. Now for today's choice of protein, we're going to go with some pork chops. Pork chops are great because they have such nice marbling naturally in the meat. When we cook it, it's going to melt right into the curry, making it taste even better. Cut the pork chops into chunks. You don't want tiny pieces when you eat this, so medium-sized chunks should be fine. Finally, take out your Japanese curry box and grab about 3 to 4 pieces of the Japanese curry cubes and chop them into small pieces. Cutting them will make it a lot easier to melt these guys when you make the curry later on. Now, onto the stovetop, put some vegetable oil and throw in your pork chops into the pot. We want to brown the pork chops so they can impart some flavor into the curry. Again, while it's browning, make sure to take care of the fond forming at the bottom of the pot. If it looks like it's getting too brown, throw in some water in there and scrape the bottom of the pot. You don't want to burn this because it will make the curry taste really bitter. Pork chops are looking good, so let's remove it and now let's cook our vegetables. Throw in some oil and the onions and garlic to cook in the pork fond. Take your time with the onions because you want them to caramelize, so make sure to deglaze with water as those onions cook down and become brown. The onions are looking nice and brown, so I'm going to throw in the green onions and cook it down. Then add the carrots, mix all the vegetables, and let everything cook for about a minute or 2. I'm going to throw in some water as well to deglaze my pot. After 2 minutes of cooking, throw in the browned pork along with 2 cups of water, 1 or 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and your cubed apples. Typically, Japanese curry is sweet, but I like mine with some kick, so I'm breaking in 3 dried red chilies into my curry. Feel free to exclude this part. Close the lid and let it cook on a simmer for at least 30 to 40 minutes. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute, but clean the dishes in the meantime. Oh, and don't forget to stir occasionally. Around the 20-minute mark, I'm gonna season the broth with some black pepper. 40 minutes in and the liquid has that nice dark brown color, so it's time to finish this curry. Throw in the cut up curry cube pieces and stir it in, and watch that curry come to life. Bang! Nice and velvety. Now at this point you could just simply enjoy your Japanese curry, but every Japanese curry always comes with a crispy fried katsu on top. So grab a pork chop and flatten it down with a meat mallet so it's nice and thin. Season it with salt and black pepper. Then throw it in a bowl with about 1 teaspoon of soy sauce per pork chop you make. Marinate it for about 30 minutes. Now let's prep the breading station. Grab yourself 1 egg in a bowl and whisk it. On a separate plate, place some flour, and on another plate, put some breadcrumbs. Now apply the breadcrumbs by dunking the pork chops into the flour, then in the egg, and coat it in the breadcrumbs. Now back to the stovetop, heat up some regular vegetable oil to about 350 degrees Fahrenheit and deep fry your pork katsu. Fry it until it becomes nice and golden brown, so about 4 to 5 minutes should be fine. Awesome, these katsus are looking great. Now for some garnish, I'm just gonna thinly slice some green and red onions just to give the dish some more vibrant colors and some crunch. Grab your katsu and now cut them into strips. Now, I'm going to enjoy my curry with a side of rice. Plate it with all the components. And that's my Japanese katsu dinner.